Guys, here I am looking all crusted and busted. My locks haven't been retwisted in I think about 2 months, so I got a lot of fro action going on. So I'm just gonna secure my edges in place with the olive oil Fix It grip gel from ORS, and then I'm going to go ahead and blow dry it on the cool setting on my blow dryer. And once I have everything in place, I am going to take my skin protectant that I got from my local beauty supply store, and I'm gonna spray it all over my hairline because my hairline is really sensitive for some reason. And today I'm using glue for my install, which I never do on myself, so I just want to be extra cautious when doing this. Now I'm going to put on my stocking cap. I got it in, I think it was neutral. And I'm going to try and stretch that down as far as I can get it. And I'm going to stuff my hair all in it. And make sure that your hair is going straight back. If your locks are longer than mine, you can 2-strand twist them to the back. Flat twists, yeah, you can do those. And then if you don't want to do those, I used to also do ponytails. So I would pull my locks back and do a ponytail, and then connect that end of the ponytail to another ponytail, and so on and so forth. But you just make it as flat as you can get it. It's actually very easy. So now I'm going in with the Got To Be Free Spray, and I'm just going to apply that all over my hairline to hold my cap in place. You don't want to put it too far ahead of your hairline because then you'll have cap that's going to show under your lace. And I'm just pressing it in, applying pressure so that it meshes with my skin. And then you want to go in with your blow dryer on the cool setting as well. I'm going to sew down the back of my cap so it isn't lifting and sliding up while I'm wearing my wig, because I plan to have this install in for a decent little amount of time. And yeah, so just sew it down while your Got To Be is drying a little bit more, and continue from there. Now that everything's nice and dry, I'm gonna just clip off all this excess. I'm gonna clip off all this excess cap. I'm gonna try and get it as close to my hairline as possible, and then after that, I'm gonna wipe it with some 91% alcohol. I got mine from Walmart. I don't know where you get yours from. You can get it pretty much anywhere. But yeah, I'm gonna wipe my forehead with 91% alcohol, and then I'm gonna wipe it with my skin protectant as well. You want to make sure you wipe your head with the alcohol so that you don't have any oil buildup on your forehead, so that when you put the glue down, it's seamless. You don't have any problems with it adhering. So yeah, make sure you clean off your forehead. And then you want to apply a makeup, a powder, or a cream concealer that is close to your skin tone. And then after that, you can go in with your lace glue in a very thin line to just melt that cap down onto your skin. You want to make sure that when you're spreading it over the cap, you're also getting a bit on your skin so that the cap adheres and it looks seamless. And then you want to wait for it to dry, or you can blow dry it on medium heat, which is what I did. But you wait till it's absolutely clear, and then you know that it's dry. apply the same makeup from your cap to your lace front and spray it with some free spray so that it does not get onto the glue and look all nasty and gunky. And then you proceed to lay down your glue. I'm gonna do 2 layers of this Ghost Bond, and I was having quite the time getting it out. So when I finally did, it came out like a lot, and you don't want to do this. You don't want to have this much glue, because this is where I messed up at. This is way too much glue in one passing, and so I couldn't get it as even as it should have been. And you'll see the difference on the other side when I do the other side. So I'm gonna just blend this out, and you want to get it to be the same level, if that makes sense. You want it to all blend nicely. You don't want any clumps or bumps, because if you do, it's gonna have a difficult time drying evenly, and you're gonna have white spots, and those white spots will show up underneath your cap. So just keep watching, and you're gonna see how you should do it on the opposite side of my head. And I'm gonna stop talking now because I'm talking a lot. So after it's all dried, it should look like that. Clear. Not like that with the white spots. Yeah. And I was being very impatient. It's really hard to make the white spots disappear after you've, started putting more layers on there. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Wait for it to all clear up before you add more layers of glue. And so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to put my wig in front of the glue. This is crucial. You don't want to put it behind. You want to put the wig in front of the glue so that you don't have any extra stuff going on, and it's not, you'll see, it just put the wig in front of the glue. And I start with my ear tabs simply because I already have fit this wig for my head, since it is in fact a reinstall. But if this is your first time, I would say start with the middle and work your way to each ear. Now, once you have the wig on your head, you want to apply pressure with the teeth of your comb to melt that lace into the glue. So you're just gonna comb it through, just comb like crazy, just to get that lace to adhere to the glue with no problem. Now, once you've got your lace all down on the sections where you put the glue at originally, you're going to go in with your rat tail comb, because, you need to get into these crevices. And you're going to apply however many layers you want, at least 2 layers of glue under all of the spots that you missed. This is why we did it in front of the first line of glue, because if we hadn't, you would have seen all that glue on your forehead, and it's really hard to try and remove it. It's much easier to just add more glue than it is to remove a shit ton of glue, honestly. So I'm just gonna put it in all the places where I missed it, especially under my ear tabs, because the ear tabs are the most difficult spots. And then you'll let that dry completely clear, and then you'll go in and, just like before, you'll apply pressure and melt that lace into your skin. Now we're gonna go in and pull out our baby hairs so that, you know, we can pull out our baby hairs. And I like putting my elastic band on my head like a headband, like putting it around me before, because it's a lot easier to just pick it up off your hair and put it on your forehead than it is to wrap it all the way around your hairline, flip your hair up, tie it in the back, make sure it's tight enough. If not, keep on tightening it. No, I don't have time for that. We can tighten it before and wear it like a headband until I'm ready. Then I'm going to go in with my hot comb, and I'm basically just separating the baby hairs from the main hairline. And this is going to help when melting the lace in, because, you know, it's going to be a separation. Now it's time to cut your baby hairs. I made new baby hairs because I don't know why. And my fan was on, so I went ahead and turned it off because it was blowing my hair everywhere. So yeah, just trim your baby hairs down however long you want it. I'm at the point where I don't like a lot of baby hair anymore. Like, I don't like them too long, and I really don't like that middle baby hair. Like, oh my god, it irks me. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because I'm a little bit self-conscious without it. But when I figure out how to do it without it, you know, it's on. Now I'm going to melt my lace. You can use whatever hairspray you desire, but this is the olive oil, their lace front hairspray. It's a super hold hairspray. I started using it after I saw Eric and Tay using it on a couple of his installs. And you're just going to apply that all along the hairline where that part is, that separation that we made with our hot comb, taking our baby hairs away from, you know, the natural hairline. And yeah, just spray it all over your hairline so that once we put down this band, that will seal the deal to the, you know, lace, melt stuff. I don't know. But then I go in and I blow dry it on a cool setting just for a couple seconds, just so that it's not like super tacky once you put your band down. And then you put your band down because that's what you're supposed to do. For the most difficult and annoying part, the baby hairs. You can use whatever you want on your baby hairs, but if you're going to use a mousse, make sure that it is alcohol free. If it has alcohol, it will start to lift your lace, and if you are not really experienced with using the mousse, you probably want to use like a gel or something, because if you let it sit under anything that's wet for too long, it's gonna start to lift a little bit. I'm using the Aussie Instant Freeze Mousse, and it's in the maximum hold. I normally use the light hold, but I'm running low on it, so I save it for my clients. So yeah, I'm gonna use the maximum hold on myself. And when it comes to my baby hairs, I guess I do them in 7s, because 7 is my favorite number. So I got 1 in the center, 2 on each sides of my head, and then my sideburns. And when it comes to my baby hairs, I really like for them to blend into the natural hairline, because that's what baby hairs tend to do most of the time. But you know, this is a wig, so it's a little bit more difficult. This takes time though, like don't rush it. I went in and I changed things multiple times, but overall I just try to get it as natural as possible, since these aren't super duper short. Oh, and also if you want like a more natural curly type of baby hair, you can use those mini flat irons, and you can curl your baby hairs before you go to lay them down. That's just a little tip that I picked up from Arrogante or whatever. So I'm gonna continue to do my baby hairs, and yeah, I think I'll shut up now. And don't judge my sideburns. It is so hard for me to do sideburns on myself. Like, I hate it. I don't know why they just don't work for me, especially on this side. This side over here that I'm working on now, that has the worst sideburn that I ever. It's just bad, y'all. Like, I don't know why I can't do my sideburns, but I just can't. Somebody help me. Now I'm gonna wrap my hair up with wrapping paper. You can wrap your hair up with wrapping paper or a scarf or whatever it is you choose to wrap your hair up with. It's your business, boo. And wait for it to dry. I use 2 to 3 wrapping pieces or whatever, and I wait for it to dry. And boom, I come back and I did my eyebrows. I got out the shower, I did my eyebrows, and here you can see where I messed up with that glue, boo. That side that I was struggling on, look at that. Look at it. That is why you want to make sure your glue is completely dry and completely even. There shouldn't be any white spots whatsoever. You want it completely clear. So I'm going to try and finesse and finagle it. I'm going to clean it up. It's going to end up looking fine. But still, to avoid having to do that, wait. Just be patient. Let the glue dry. And don't do it in a huge amount. Do it in thin layers and just take your time. So now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna comb my baby hairs out, because we don't like hard, crunchy, shiny baby hairs. That don't look natural. So yeah. Oh, but before that, I'm gonna fix the little glue gunk. And I guess I'm gonna go in with the OSR, the olive oil fix it. Liquifix, and it's their spritz gel. Yeah, that's it. I just put a little bit on it, and it kind of got rid of the white spot. And then, yeah, now I'm gonna comb out my baby hairs. And once you got your baby hairs combed out, you're gonna take that same spritz or whatever spritz you decided to use, and you're gonna spray just a little on the end of your edge brush or toothbrush or whatever it is, and then you're gonna put your baby hairs back in place, and it's gonna look really nice and soft, and it's not gonna be hard at all like it is when we first laid it down. So basically the mousse is just to get the proper formation of your baby hairs, and the spritz is sort of like when you put gel on your baby hair, this is where you want them to actually sit at and stay still. So yeah, I'm talking way too much. I'm gonna just shut up because, yeah, I'm gonna just shut up. Now I'm gonna take my wax stick. I got mine from the beauty supply store. It's the brand Eben. It's their 24-hour extreme hold wax stick or whatever. And I'm gonna take my hot comb and I am going to press that all out so that my part can be as flat as possible. And I'm also gonna hit the actual hairline. So you want this, it's a bust down middle part. You want it to be flat, like flat. You don't want it to look like a wig at all. That's the whole point of it you know, of us doing all of this. We don't want it to look like a wig. That's why you watching this video. But yeah, now we done. So congratulations.